Good afternoon, and yeah, I'm so glad that we have meet again in this meeting for PGRI JABAR SPEAK Up Student Voices. I think it's time to start our discussion today. And before we start, but firstly, I think I have to introduce myself. Hello, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Vinsa, Vinsa. All of you can call me Vinsa, and I'm 17 years old. I'm from SMA PGRI Depok, and I'm now here today. I represent my school to moderator today in this Jabar Speaks Up. Okay, now I want to tell you some rules. As usual, in this Jabber Speaks Up, we have some rules that have to obey. Okay, first, make sure you to log in with your school name. And then second, make sure you have chair for speaking. It's special for speaker from your group. Three, as you are a speaker, please introduce yourself and your friend first. So before you start your presentation, please say your name first and your friend's name. And then after the presentation, you have to say thank you in the end. 4, make sure to mute or turn off the speaker when one is speaking. 5, not to turn on the mic without moderator permission. So if I'm not tell you to turn on your microphone, please don't turn on, okay? And 6, only the presenter who can share the file. So only the presenter can share screen. And 7, presenter can use video or vlog maximum in 3 minutes. 8, moderator will give chance to presenters first for asking and answers question before given to observer. And 9, moderator then will manage who can ask question for observer after making it in chat room first. Moderator will call who asks question and asks her or him to read by him or herself. Then the last one is moderator may leave you out or host will kick you out if you disobey the rule. So I hope all of you can obey all of these rules, and thank you. And yeah, for this Jabber Speaks Up, we have the section as usual. We have the session. The first section is when all the presenter will present their topic, and then the last section is question and answer section. Okay, and we have 4 presenters today. The first presenter is from SMA PGRI 3 Bandung. SMA PGRI 3 Bandung. Can you say hi? Can you say hi first? SMA PGRI 3 Bandung.
Hi.
Okay, are you ready, guys, for your presentation today?
Yes, ready.
Okay, you can start share screen first. Okay, are you ready, guys?
Ready.
Okay, prepare yourself first. Okay, you can start your presentation now. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for coming.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for coming to this meeting. I'm glad to see you all. Let me introduce myself and my partner. My name is Ira Ananta from SMA PGRI 3 Bandung, and my partner is Sabila Muhammad Azahra and Muhammad Syahid Nasrul Aziz. In this presentation, we will deliver about Tangkuban Parahu Mountains. First, I will explain to you about Tangkuban Parahu Mountains. Then, I will explain why Tangkuban Parahu Mountain is so important for us. You will know how attractive this tourist spot. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to know about Tangkuban Perahu Mountain. Tangkuban Perahu Mountains is one of the active volcanoes in West Java, then fueled from about the Gedung Sate in the city of Bandung. The shape of this mountain is clearly visible like a large overturned boat. Indeed, in Sundanese, Tangkuban Perahu means an overturned boat. The shape of this mountain is associated with folklore and title Sangkuriang. A piece of the story about Tangkuban Parahu Mountain, Indian story, is told but briefly. Sangkuriang was angry because he felt that he was unable to complete the recruitment to marry Dayang Sumbi. His one mother finally kicked his boat so that it capsized and fell from a mountain. Okay, the next presentation by my partner is Shahid Aziz.
Thank you, Ira. And here I will continue the presentation. The height of Tangkuban Parahu Mountain, located at an altitude of 1,048 meters above sea level. Mount Tangkuban Parahu has 9 craters that are still active. If you look at the geological history, Mount Tangkuban Parahu was formed from the eruption of the Sunda volcano in prehistoric time. Record of its eruption in the last 2 centuries began in 1829, 1846, 1863, 1887, 1896, 1910, and the last one occurred in 1929. As a result of the frequent eruption of this mountain, many craters form around it, such as Kawah Ratu, Upas, Domas, Baru, Jurig, Rhino, Jurian, Siluman, and Paguyuban Badak. The biggest crater is Kawah Ratu, which is adjacent to Upas crater. These craters are still actively emitting sulfur fumes. Even some craters are forbidden to approach because they still contain poisonous vapor. The attraction of Tangkuban Parahu Tourist Park. The crater of Mount Tangkuban Parahu is so amazing. When the weather is clear, visitors can see clearly the groove on the crater wall, as well as the amazing view of the crater floor. In addition, this tourist attraction in the Lembang area has a beautiful natural panorama. The location is about 30 kilometers north of the city of Bandung, which can be reached by car in about 50 minutes or 15 minutes from Ciater Hot Spring, 40 minutes from Subang, and 3 hours from Jakarta via the Sadang Toll Road. And the next will be continued by Ajahra.
Okay. Thank you, Aris. I will continue the presentation. I will be explaining about Tangkuban Parahu ticket price. Uphill road conditions require visitors to pay attention to the condition of their vehicles before leaving. The entrance fee for domestic tourists is 13,000 rupiah and for foreign tourists is 50,000 rupiah. While the motor vehicle entrance ticket ranks from 5,000 to 35,000 rupiah. Address of Mount Tangkuban Parahu is
located on Jalan Raya Tangkuban Perahu, Lembang District, West Bandung Regency, West Java, Indonesia. The location is from hotel near Hussein Sastra Negara Airport, 28.9 km, from hotels near Bandung Station, 29.2 km, and accommodation near Lewi Panjang Terminal is 32 km. Tangkuban Perahu Mountain Facilities and Rides. As the most popular tourist destination and visited by many tourists, the manager of this tourist area, namely Korputani Corporation, has prepared many facilities for the convenience of visitors. Starting from culinary attractions such as food and drink stalls, then shopping centers for various souvenirs and Bandung souvenirs. Furthermore, there is an information center, security personnel, a large and safe parking area, toilets and prayer room, and many other facilities.
Okay, I think that for our presentation, I hope you can understand what we have explained. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your presentation. This is such a nice topic. Actually, I never visit Tangkuban Perahu, so maybe later after Corona stop going on, I will try to visit Tangkuban Perahu. Thank you so much. Okay, now we're going to next presenter. The second presenter is from SMK PGRI Depok, and the topic is social life. Is that right? Can you say hi?
Unmute, oh yeah. Hello, hi.
Hi. Okay, thank you. Are you ready for your presentation today?
Yes, ready.
Okay, you can start to share.
Wait, weekend, upcoming weekend, you are ready.
Kenapa sih?
Gak tahu.
Are you ready, guys? Okay, you can start your presentation now. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And there will be question and answer session after the presentation. Our beloved audiences and teachers, have you ever seen the symbol at my background? Yes, exactly. There are Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Pinterest. And do you know, my friends, social media is a big part of many teens' lives. In 2018, Pew Research Center of survey of nearly 750 teenagers from 13 to 17 years old found that 97% teens use a social media platform such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat. Okay, let's begin. First slide will be explained by Nurita. Nurita, time is yours.
Thank you, Josephine, for the change. Okay, our beloved teachers and our friends, do you know what is social media? Yeah, social media is a medium to socialize with each other and is done online that allows humans to interact without time and space. Social media have become the campaign main medium to share information. Next, here are some kinds of social media: blog, social network, microblogging, and media sharing. The first, blog. Blog is web application in the form of writing on a web page. Second, social network. Social network analyzes views social relationships as knots and bonds. Microblogging. Microblogging is a form of blogging that allows its users to write short updating text. And media sharing is the activity of distributing or providing access to digital media. My friends, how many social media users? Indonesia's total social media users is 150 million users, which means the majority of Indonesia's social media use of the internet. The number of social media users is 56% of Indonesia's total population, with mobile-based users reaching 130 million or about 48% of Indonesia's population. Here is infographic portrayals Indonesia's most famous social media. From the infographic, a heavily used social media platform is YouTube. Let's see the slide. The estimation of Indonesia active YouTube users more and less 93 million users. Our beloved teachers and our friends, social media have influence on teenagers. The first, social media users among the youths are a direct influence, both positive and negative. Teenagers who often use social media can interfere with their learning. Second, the messages or information on social media are very rapidly spreading among the youth. Not yet maturity for teenage thinking is a negative influence. Third, information dispersed through social media is routinely referred to the development of opinion among the youth. Yeah, social media have positive and negative impact. The positive impact of social media is enhancing the communication and connectivity. Second, business strategies and planning. And third, social media helps in the noble deeds. Well, the negative impact of social media is obsession with the self and posting endless updates and selfies on social media is increases narcissism in youngsters. Second, other dangers of social networking sites for children include cybercrime and cyberbullying. And the last, surge of anxiety and depression. Our friends, do you know what is anxiety and depression? Anxiety and depression has on mental health. So, anxiety and depression are one of the most common mental health. We can avoid it with maintaining our mental health. What is mental health? Yeah, mental health is a state well-being in which an individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively, and is able to make a contribution for his or her community. Our beloved teachers and our friends, here are some types of mental disorder. Generally, major depressive disorder, anxiety disorder, and bipolar disorder. The first, major depressive disorder, is a mental health disorder characterized by a persistently depressed mood or loss of interest in activities, causing a significant reduction in the quality of daily life. Second, anxiety disorder is a mental health depression characterized by feeling of worry, anxiety, or fear strong enough to, to interfere with daily life. And the last, bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder, a disorder associated with mood swing ranging from depressive or depressed to high or many low. That's it from me. Thank you for your attention. Back to the host.
Okay, thank you, Norita. The next slide will be explained by Kisha. Kisha, time is yours.
Hello and good afternoon, my beloved teachers, my friends, and my audiences. Now I'm gonna explain about the characteristic features of mental illness. First, feeling sad for a long time, sometimes for no apparent reason. Second, feeling numbness and indifference to the environment. Third, feeling significant tired, have no energy, and have trouble of sleeping. Fourth, often angry and very sensitive. Fifth, feeling helpless and hopeless. And sixth, often confused, worried, or afraid. And these are the example of case of suicide due to mental disorder. First, from Indonesia, there are a high school student from Sulawesi commit suicide by drinking poison due to depression with a huge load of online school assignment. He was found dead in his room with a foamy mouth. And next, there are Hannah Smith, a 14 years old girl is a victim of online website bullying. On Friday, 2nd August 2013, Hannah was found dead hanging herself at her house. It was on the Ox.fm site that made Hannah so depressed. Even people who not clear their identities told her to drink cold bleach. And next, my audiences, these are the country with the highest numbers of suicide in the world. First, South Korea. Most of the suicide cases that occur in South Korea are influenced by depression. And second, Japan. In the last 20 to 13 years, Japan has become one of the highest suicide rates in the world. And third, Russia. There are many factors that influence the high incidence of suicide, starting from depressions, economic problem, social inequality, crime, and so on. And how mental health affect to your life. Mental is connected with your body. Having a mental illness can weaken your immune system, asthma, and etc. Stress mind. Mental illness can make you think a lot of stuff. Become numb. Mental illness also affect how you feel. And last, sensitive. In many cases, people who have mental disorder tend to be sensitive and irritable. The importance of mental education. Mental health concerns the way people think, feel, and act. This is very much influenced by the event that occur in each individual life. So it is very important to teach people, especially teenagers, about the importance of social media. And next, the role of the parents in the environment regarding to our mental health. The parents and the environments have an important role of the children's mental health. Children should feel that their parents are the safe place to share the experience openly. In addition, parents must also establish boundaries regarding which behavior is unreasonable and can hurt others, and behavior that can harm others. But how to maintain our mental health? First, you need to take a break. Second, express how you feel. Third, eat healthy food. Fourth, do something you're good at. And fifth, ask for help to your parents or teachers. And my audiences, in conclusion, it is very important to raise mental awareness in school, since young people are seriously affected by the mental issues every day. They need a system they can rely on and the source of information to guide them through process dealing with their inner issues. And parents must also pay attention to what their children are doing on social media. And that's it for me. Thank you for your attention and back to the host.
Thank you, Kisha. Our beloved audiences and teachers, as we explained before, mental health is really important. If you think that you need help about your mental condition, try to talk with your parents and use social media wisely and not excessive. That is from us. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation. And yeah, I think from the topic we know all of the positive and negative impact from social media, and I hope for all of you can be more wisely to use social media, because social media can impact our mental health too. So be careful to use social media. Okay. Next to the third presenter is from SMA PGRI Supa, and the topic is tourism. Is that right? Can you say hi, guys?
Yes. Hi, hello, everyone. Hi.
Okay. Before we start, I want to tell for everyone, for all the participants here who joined this meeting, please fill attendance list in chat box. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you can start your presentation now. Are you ready, guys? You can prepare
Yes,
yourself.
ready. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
time starts.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya PGRI Subang. We are from SMA PGRI 1 Subang. For the first, let me introduce my team. I'm Luciana Ramawati, who will be the first to talk. And this is my friend, Leni Anggraini, the second talker. And there is Mahesa, who will be the last talker. Okay, in this time, we will talk about Kapulaga natural tourism. Well, Kapulaga was made by one who has about 10 hectares of land. He comes from Bandung, began construction in 2001 by employing local people using makeshift tools to form beautiful hills. And in 2004, finally, New Cardamom was opened to the public. Kapulaga is a camping ground vehicle that is more suitable for those of you who want to enjoy camping with a complete natural atmosphere. Kapulaga is in a high area of plus or minus 800 to 900 meters above sea level. The air temperature at night and in the morning can be very cold. It is advisable to always prepare body warmers. There are 3 waterfalls there. You can enjoy to your heart content the natural beauty of Kapulaga while exercising a healthy walk from the entrance. Karembong Waterfall, Sawar Waterfall, and Badak Cave Waterfall. And now we'll move on to Leni Anggraini.
There are many facilities and activities that can support recreational activities at Kapulaga. Its venture can include first, outbound, second, outing, family or company gathering, adventure sport, trekking and beach watching, teamwork, campsite, photograph, fishing fun, homestay, villa, gazebo, and bedroom. Dump stand. If you prefer daily not camping, Kapulaga provide homestay, villa kembar, villa rumah atas, villa utama bawah, and wooden house with a capacity of 8 to 20 people. One of the conveniences of camping in Kapulaga is the availability of dorm, then rental along with complete amenities such as sleeping bed, blanket, stoppage, gallons of water, campfire of table for a snack during camping.
Okay, thank you, Leni, for your explanation. And now we'll move on to Mahesa.
Kapulaga has standard facilities for the conference of visitors such as gazebos, bathroom, prayer rooms, a large parking area equipped with guards, and there are seen along the path and area planned so that it's safe to easy to navigate. You can take a short break, stop by at a forest shop to eat and drink coffee, or you can hold a lesehan in the gazebo and you can buy souvenirs in the form of clothes. The travel time from Subang to this tourist attraction is about 45 minutes. From Bandung, 1.5 hours. While from Jakarta via the Sadang Toll Road is about 3 hours. As for the road condition, part of it still a storm. For the ticket price, Kapulaga Adventure Camp is 10,000 per person. Two-wheel parking, 2,000. Four-wheel vehicle parking, 5,000. Truck and bus, 10,000.
Okay, thank you to Mahesa for your explanation. And that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for your attention. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation, and I think that's interesting place, and maybe I want to add to my vacation list later after this pandemic over. And yeah, I think we still have one more presenter, and the last presenter is from SMKN 11 Kota Bandung. Is that right? And the topic is study from home. Can you guys say hi?
Hello.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, you can start your presentation now. You can start to share your screen. Okay. Are you ready,
Assalamualaikum
guys? Yeah, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello friend, we are from SMKN 11 Bandung. Here we are going to present to you. Joining me with Muhammad Zulfikri Hanifa, and with me the second talker is.
My name is Raisa Farila Zahra.
And the third talker is.
My name is Raka Akbarul Filman.
We're here going to present you about schooling from home. So the first subject is we are going to explain to you about the difference between schooling from home and homeschooling.
Yes, thank you. In here, I will tell you about what is the difference of school from home and homeschooling. Many people think that school from home and homeschooling are the same, but I should say these two have some difference. Then, what is the difference? Okay, the first is curriculum. For school from home, learning activities at school from home are still designed by the teacher. What tasks must be done, the time, the schedule is all managed by teacher based on the curriculum at the school. For homeschooling, the curriculum is made by parents based on the children's abilities and interests. Homeschooling implements customized education. The curriculum was made by parents, not based on the curriculum at the school. The second is flexibility. School from home allows school to be conducted from home, but still according to the schedule set by the teacher. Sometimes it's make parents being confused because they can't accompany their children to study at home. For homeschooling, has a learning schedule that has been adjusted according to the time of the parents and children. In other words, the schedule was planning as well from the start. The last one is technology. For school from home, use technology such as WhatsApp, Zoom, and Google Classroom. The material that was originally delivered face-to-face had to be explained by means of technology. For homeschooling, doesn't not have to use technology. In fact, many homeschool learning material are learned through experience where children try directly or look for the object being studied. Or the teacher can come to their student house. So, the difference between school from home and homeschooling are clear. In here, school from home is managed by teacher or by school. Meanwhile, homeschooling managed by their parents. Thank you.
Great speech there. Now we have to go into the next aspect, that is upside and downside. First, I will briefing you on upside. Now, the upside I concluded to be three aspects. The first one is safety. Now, the pandemic is all over us now, and that causes a lockdown. So it means that lockdown we can't go to school. We can't go to school. That's very crazy. The thing is, we cannot get educated now, but luckily the government create a program to make the student stay in their house and keep getting educated. The second thing is it's easy. Schooling from home is very easy. You don't have to go to the school itself or changing class to class, or the teacher going to class. Rather, the student and the teacher just sit in their house and open their gadget and access internet to e-class or doing their task or chores in the internet. The last thing is less time consuming. Rather than a tight schedule, schooling from home has a looser schedule. So the student doesn't have to get strict schedule to going from subject to subject, and the teacher too don't have to stay on subject to subject. So the student and the teacher have the free time to explore themselves, to sharpening their talent and hobbies. Or maybe you are going to helping your parents. Of course, side doesn't have to be all true. It's bound to be a downside. The downside, the con, the anti. One of them is everything is taxing. It's very exhausting. Schooling from home is schooling from home very exhausting because we have to go on the schedule that are sometimes are not really planned perfectly, and the chores are so many. The teacher might be confused as well because it's hard to give the student chores what they have to do. The next thing is costly. Yeah, of course it's easy. Schooling home is very easy, but that's not really easy if you don't have any equipment or tool like PC, laptop, handphone, or internet. Internet maybe are the hardest part. Recurring pandemic economy downgrade us to making money is very hard. So, and plus the pandemic, our money isn't even that much. And the last thing is of course chores. The student biggest nightmare. Maybe the teacher too. Because let's not blame the teacher here. They are very, very good. And they can't just go to the lecture from day to day directly from Zoom or Google Meet every time because it's very exhausting that way and it costs so many money. Yeah, so they give us a simple solution that is to give the student choice. Student choice, even if it's the choice, but simple choice, the subject is so many and many teachers give each their own choice, so it gets stuck and the student will be get exhausted. But of course, the downside has a lot solution.
Okay, after all the problem that Zul said, I will give you a few solutions that you can do while you're struggling doing school from home. The first one is make your own schedule. Yes, making your it's very important to keep your schedule under control so it won't mess up. To do so, you have to make your own schedule if you want to do something. Yeah, like when will you study, when will you do assignments, when will you take a rest, take a break, and so on. With the right schedules, your risk of being overwhelmed with learning procedures at school will be lower. And the second one is assistance from government. Yes, such as financial and internet quota is really needed by all students because they are the biggest factors hampering school from home when it's not available. Financial assistance are useful for those who don't have the facilities yet to do school from home. And internet quota assistance is the major thing that all of the students need because when the government have provided it, the students don't have to worry about their internet quota will run out while they're doing school from home. And finally, they do the assignments on time. Of course, I know this pandemic makes all the students goes lazy. I know, yes, I feel it too. The teachers have given you the assignments, I suggest it's the best to do it right away. So the assignments won't be piled up. Or when it's already piled up, you can do the assignments one by one gradually. I think that's the three solutions that you can do while you're doing school from home. Thank you.
It's great. As for all of us now, it might be not be perfect, but at least we tried. And thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you so much for your topic. It's such a great topic for us because, yeah, as you know, guys, we still study from home because of this pandemic. And yeah, thank you for your solution today from your topic. Okay. Yeah, I think we have to move on to question and answer section. But before we start question and answer session, I think we have one performance from SMK PGRI Subang Choir. They will sing Memories by Mem 5. Are you ready for your performance, SMK PGRI Subang?
Yeah.
Hello, SMK PGRI Subang.
Pardon me? Do you ask me to, yeah, the moderator
Okay.
ask SMK PGRI Subang to perform?
Okay. Yeah, of course. I will enjoy the performance.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much and give us a little time to prepare.
Everything we've been through, close to the light today, close to the road, close to the way, those bring back home memories, and memories bring back memories, bring back.
Okay, thank you for your performance, SMK PGRI Subang. That's such a nice performance. That's like a signature song for PGRI JABAR Speaks Up to Million Voices. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for all people who joined this Zoom meeting, who sing along with SMK PGRI Subang. Thank you so much. And I think we can start our question and answer session. But first, I want to give a chance. I want to give opportunity for all the presenters first to give a question for other team. And how about we start from SMA PGRI 3 Bandung? Are you have a question for other team?
Yes. I have a question for SMK PGRI 2 Cibinong about mental health. Sometimes people who is experiencing or suffer of mental health, they find it difficult to open up to people about their condition. My question is, if we have a mental health, what is the best way for us to open up to people about our condition? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question. And this question addressed to SMK 2 Cibinong. Yeah. Are you get a question? SMK PGRI 2 Cibinong. Is the question clear?
Sorry. No, repeat please.
Okay. Please repeat your question.
Okay. My question is, if we have a mental health or we're experiencing mental health or we're suffering of mental health, what is the best way for us to open up to people about our condition? Because sometimes for some people it's difficult to do that. Thank you. Is that clear?
Yes. Thank you. Yes, thank you for the question. Wait for a minute. We will discuss it.
Okay, I will give you a few minutes. And yeah, let's move on to the next presenter. I think from SMK N11 Kota Bandung. Are you have a question for other team? SMK N11 Kota Bandung.
Yes, we have.
We have a question.
Yes, yes.
Regarding the mental health problem. During the older times, people that have mental health is usually older people. So nowadays, teenager too has mental problem like anxiety or depression. Is that affected by media social globally or just a tiny percentage of affection to the teenager?
Okay, is that a question?
Your voice is so small.
Please say the question louder.
Please repeat the question.
Can you repeat your question? SMK N11.
Here's the question. Is it clear? Hello?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Nowadays, not only elder people have mental problem, is it? Yeah. But nowadays, teenagers too. Is that affected by media social globally? That's the question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, there's another factor besides that. Yes.
Okay, how to SMK PGRI 2 Cibinong for the question? Is that clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay, do you want to answer your first question from SMA PGRI 3 Bandung, I think? I think want to discuss first. And yeah, how about we're going to next question from...
Okay, thank you for the question. Wait for a minute, we will discuss it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're going to the next question from SMA PGRI 1 Subang, I think. Do you have a question for other team? SMA PGRI 1 Subang.
Yes, I have. I have question for SMA PGRI 3 Bandung.
Sorry, but please mention your name first.
Yeah?
Mention your name first, and then you can tell your question. Say your name first.
I have question. Oh, okay. My name is Luciana Ramawati from SMA PGRI 1 Subang. I have question for SMA PGRI 3 Bandung. What are the benefit of Tangkuban Perahu Mountain for local society? Okay, that's it. Just it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I think this question is addressed for SMA PGRI 3 Bandung. Yeah. And the question is, what's the benefit of Tangkuban Perahu for local society? Is the question clear for SMA PGRI 3 Bandung?
Yes. We will discuss it for a minute.
Okay. I'll give you a few minutes. You can discuss with your team first. I'm sorry, and yeah. And now I will give a chance for all the participants, for all the audience, or for all the observer to type your question or send your question in chat box. And please mention your name and tell your mention your name. Or you can turn on your microphone. Give a question.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Okay, I have a question for SMK PGRI 2 Cibinong.
Okay.
Okay, we all know social media is like addict for many teenagers. In other side, social media is so many efficacy for communication or social life. So how we can decrease the negative effect and develop the positive effect? Maybe you have many tips for us to still productive with social media. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I will keep your question first because I think SMK PGRI 2 Cibinong still discuss other question. Okay, thank you for your question.
Okay, thank you for the question. Wait for a minute, we will discuss it.
Excuse me, SMA PGRI 3 would like to answer.
Okay, sure. You can answer the question. SMA PGRI 3 Bandung.
Would like to answer a question from SMA PGRI 1 Subang. There's a lot of benefits for the locals because of Tangkuban Perahu, and some of them was